Longview, Texas. Heavy rains caused massive flash floods that raged through the city streets. Quickly rising waters engulf a car, making its roof rack barely visible above the surface of the water. A passerby manages to rescue the driver, Glenda Glasscock, but she has horrifying news. Her passenger, a young mother, Rebecca Crocher, is still trapped in an air pocket inside the vehicle, clinging to her 18-month-old baby, Amy Lee.
Rebecca was screaming, oh God, don't take my baby. Oh God, don't take my baby. And she was literally holding Amy Lee up in her arms above the water. And her way of thinking was, my baby's going to be rescued even if I'm not.
When firefighters arrive, Scott Dooling and Rick Henry, who work at a nearby tire store, are frantically trying to save the terrified woman and her child. Working from the roof of the submerged vehicle, the men struggle to reach Rebecca and Amy Lee, not knowing if they are still alive.
Someone came running through the store screaming, that the car was submerged, someone's drowning, and to call 911. When I ran out and looked over the guardrail, I just didn't see any chance of survival, to be honest with you.
Nothing in firefighter Russell Galloway's training could have prepared him for this moment.
I hadn't been with the fire department probably 5 years at that point, and I had never seen a vehicle underwater like that.
As the water level rises higher and higher, the situation begins to look hopeless.
I was sitting on the back of the car while Rick was going in. He came up one time with a teddy bear, and at this point we didn't think things looked very good for him.
But Rick refuses to give up. He dives down one more time and pries open the vehicle's door. Incredibly, Rebecca emerges alive. But what about her baby?
We saw the victims pop up, and they popped up like a couple of corks.
Russell calls out for help. But as he cradles the child, he realizes she's okay.
The first thing I noticed was the baby was not crying. It looked bewildered, but aside from that, it appeared to be perfectly okay. Well, that was a real relief.
Mother and daughter are reunited, safe at last. Watching from nearby, Glenda is thankful for the heroic efforts of the firefighters and the courage of Scott and Rick.
I just didn't think I would be able to live if they weren't rescued too. And I just know that God saw to it that we could all be rescued.